What could be causing an invalid identifier error in my SQL inner join query? If you're working with Oracle SQL and encounter an invalid identifier error while trying to execute an inner join query, it can be quite frustrating. This error typically indicates that Oracle could not recognize one of the column or table names used in your SQL statement. Here are some common causes and solutions to this issue. 1. Misspelled column or table name. One of the most frequent reasons for an invalid identifier error is a typo in the column or table name. Double-check the names of columns and tables to ensure they match exactly with what's defined in your database schema. Oracle SQL is case-sensitive by default, so be mindful of the way you spell your identifiers. 2. Ambiguous column names. When performing a join, especially inner joins, make sure to use fully qualified column names if the column names are identical in both tables. For example, if both tables have a column named ID, you should reference them as table1.id and table2.id in your query to avoid ambiguity. 3. Column not present in either table. Sometimes, the column you're trying to access doesn't actually exist in any of the involved tables. Verify the schema of the tables you are joining to ensure the column is indeed present. 4. Incorrect aliases usage. Aliases can be very helpful in simplifying complex queries, but they can also be a source of incorrect identifiers if not used properly. Check to see if you've correctly implemented aliases and referenced them in your query. 5. Using reserved keywords. Identifiers should not be named using SQL reserved keywords. If a column or table name coincides with any reserved keyword, it must be enclosed in double quotes. For example, if you have a table named user, you should refer to it as user. 6. Missing quotation marks. If your table or column names include spaces or special characters, you must enclose them in double quotes to avoid this error. Conclusion. Addressing the invalid identifier error in your Oracle SQL inner join query often boils down to verifying the correctness of your column and table names, using appropriate aliases, and avoiding reserved keywords. By keeping an eye on these common issues, you can streamline your debugging process and create more efficient, error-free SQL queries.